2020 Olympics host city for Orlando, Florida, presented by me, Kevin Shaner. Why Orlando? First off, because of our infrastructure, we have the sports venues necessary to accommodate the crowd of people that are coming in. Attractions for family members, families alike, to bring them in for not only the sports. Our media exposure due to the venues and the attractions, both alike. Weather for August when the games will be held, and also for the labor force that we have in our city. The history of Orlando hosting events. To start off, we hosted the 1994 World Cup, which was an international competition hosted in our city for international soccer teams. We took part in the 1996 Summer Olympics just for a few soccer games, not the host city itself, but for men's and women's soccer tournament. And also we hosted the 1998 MLS All-Star Game, which was an international competition, the U.S. versus the world, which brought in tens of thousands of international spectators to watch the three-day event. We've also hosted the Citrus Bowl since 1947, which is a college football game. Sports that are in Orlando. First off, we have Orlando City FC, which is our soccer team. They play in the Orlando City Stadium. We have the Orlando Magic that play in the Amway Center, which is basketball, professional basketball team. There are also many colleges located in and around our city, the biggest being the University of Central Florida, which has a track, an Olympic-sized track, and also an Olympic-sized swimming pool that we plan to use. And additional venues that we have that we can use if we need is a baseball field called Tinker Field and Camping World Stadium, which is another football field. A few pictures of the venues, which is Camping World Stadium. It seats over 65,000 people. Recently just renovated about 3 years ago to accommodate even more spectators. And the Amway Center, which is an indoor facility that seats over 20,000 people and can be switched up for floor plan to accommodate for a multitude of different sports that the Olympics bring to our city. It's all about the location. We are located near the center of the state, which is good for all the people in Florida. It's a centralized location for everyone to come see the games. We have the second most popular travel destination due to the attractions and sports behind New York City. One good thing about us, we have the airport located within our city, so travel is not very far. And in 2013, we had 59 million visitors that spent over $33 billion. So the OIC can be very happy with that they can grab a piece of this, and it's continually growing in revenue. We also have a diverse group of tourists and citizens alike, people that come in internationally to visit our attractions, and also that choose to stay and live in our city and state. Family attractions to make this a vacation for the whole family and not just for the Olympics itself. Number one being Disney World, built in 1971. It was the epitome of our growth, and we have pretty much changed the way we do business in Orlando because of this attraction. We have the Kennedy Space Center, which is located about 2 hours south of us, and it is very educational for families alike. If you have young children, can go and hang out for the one-day event, even 2 days potentially, and teach your kids a lot of information about the Space Center and the space shuttles and such. There's about 3 very large zoos and aquariums that are within a 100-mile radius of our city, and they host some of the largest and most diverse groups of animals from all around the world, which can make international travelers sort of feel more at home. And also a family setting is Daytona Beach. A nice place to hang out for the day with the family and take the kids up to the beach and play in the sand. Picture Disney World. Very, very popular with children and adults alike. Our media exposure due to such things as Disney World and the Kennedy Space Center. We have the 19th largest media market in the country due to radio, television, and newspaper alike. Our biggest being a radio presence such as iHeartMedia and CBS Radio, which the founders come from Orlando and they currently reside in Orlando. So they have a lot of pull around the United States and also the world with media coverage, with radio coverage. And exposure that we've gotten from Disney, both television and newspaper, brings a lot of exposure to our city. And also with these forms of media, we have a diverse language broadcast that allows us to broadcast in many different languages for international viewings. The weather in our city has a warm climate due to our southern location. We will be hosting the games in August, which is our rainy season, but a lot of our venues are indoors, which can accommodate for this rain. And for an example, the Rio Olympics in 2016 had an average temperature of 87 degrees. They had no rain, no wind, very little wind. Our average temperature over the last 10 years has been 83 degrees. And with the rain, it can kind of keep it cooled off and it won't feel as hot, especially with our indoor facilities. How we accommodate for these is with hotels. We have over 110,000 hotel rooms to keep the spectators and athletes and alike. Disney World also has housing, so if you stay at the park, then you can also stay in their facilities. We have arranged with Disney World a special section within the park that all the athletes can stay at. And we also have a new rail system that is currently under construction from Miami to Orlando. But to take this further north, hosting the games is a good excuse to potentially take the rail system the entire way up to Georgia, so we can accommodate for traffic jams and such and get people in and out of the city as easily and comfortably as possible. And we are also planning with our city planners on lake renovations that can give us potential events like rowing and beach volleyball, actual outdoor facilities and natural settings that can make the spectators' viewing even more pleasurable for them. One of the big things we have going is labor force. Like I said before, with the colleges around, there are many students that are looking for seasonal work. August is right before the semester starts, so people that are coming back to start college can earn an extra couple dollars helping us out. We have a lot of people that retire and move down to Florida that can help us out with things such as selling tickets and also even helping people through traffic and just directing traffic. And also security for all of our sports venues and Disney World alike. We have a lot of security for them. They are used to handling very large crowds on a daily basis. So potentially mixing our older college athletes and our retirees with security can give us the workforce large enough to handle the mass amount of people that will come into the city for the games. And in conclusion, there are little renovations that are necessary to make our city ready for the games. Less than a year of construction when we can be ready. We have a very family-oriented atmosphere that can make this feel like a vacation for more than just the games. You can take your family out to many different locations and have a good vacation. And we are one of the leading attractions in the world, such as before, Disney World and Kennedy Space Center. We've been welcoming tourists for over 4 decades, accommodating them and growing to sustain the inflow of people. And we have what it takes. With this bid, we can have the most efficient and popular Olympics that the OIC has seen since the start of the Olympics. Any questions? No? Thank you for your time.